And welcome back, everyone, to Who Would Win. I got a lot of videos to do today, but I got nothing better to do today, so let's get into it. From King S, we have, I think it's King Snag, or no, it's not Snag, it's Showl, or I miswrote this. Who wins in a fight? Lord Beerus, or Giorno Giovanni? Basically Gold Requiem, Gold Requiem or Gold Experience Requiem. What was the damn thing's name? Um, Hold on, Giorno Giovanni. What's his damn stand's name? It's Gold something. Gold Requiem or Gold Experience. I want to say Requiem is like the fully evolved version of it, and Experience was like the first one because it evolved. Okay, where's the damn stand? Gold experience and gold experience Requiem. I was right. Okay. So, being a stand user, gold experience Requiem is normally invisible. Like you can, other stand users could see it, or other individuals with extra perception abilities could see it as well. But gold experience essentially can affect biology and manipulate life. Creating life from pretty much inanimate objects. It can affect humans as well. For example, affecting your perception of time, uh, as causing you to think you're moving faster, but really this perception of time is messed up, so you can't really process yourself very well. Turning things into animals, or just organic materials, and if their purpose is served, they can return back into, or their damage, they can return back into um, their normal, I think, or it's their normal state. And if I remember correctly, any damage dealt to them is dealt to the opponent, if I remember correctly. And Gold Experience Requiem essentially has the ability return to zero, which negates pretty much the effect of anything used against it. It basically return, even if, like, say you throw a nuke at this thing's face, it'll just say the nuke never turned up and never activated. So it has some other abilities, like, for example, putting someone who's about to die in an eternal loop, but like death loop. But yeah, Gold Experience is pretty busted. Obviously, Lord Beerus is the god of destruction of the seventh. Oh God, now and we're just there we go. Yeah, Lord Beerus is the god of destruction of the seventh universe. I'm saying a bit more like Vegeta, like that. Oh, that. Yes. Yes, I am the destroyer deity of the seventh universe. Um, but as such, he is immensely powerful. It's difficult to say he's one of the strongest characters in this series when there's 12 other universes, all with angels stronger than him, plus Zeno, plus his two guards, then the Grand Priest. Then there's also gods of destruction that are probably stronger than them, although it's implied he is among the strongest gods of destruction. So he's got that going for him. But as such, he is a highly skilled martial artist, and being on we know he's a multiversal level being, although probably on the lower side of the multiversal tier. Although he is stated to be, he is more or less stronger than Goku still, who is definitely a multiversal character. So I don't know, take that for what it's worth. So he is multiversal, moving God knows beyond the speed of light, capable of blowing a planet up with just tapping his finger, and capable of absorbing energy attacks, capable of firing energy attacks. The Hakai is his bread and butter technique, which basically erases something from existence, even spirits. So yeah, Beerus is pretty busted, at least in the general sense. There are characters out there in fiction that far exceed him, but hell, there's characters in his universe that exceed him. So there you go. And he even has some knowledge of Ultra Instinct. So, how does this work? Okay, so if we're just going off of scaling, Beerus completely trumps Giovanni and Requiem. He completely trumps it. Completely trumps it. Trumps him. Like there's Giovanni, Gold Requiem can scale up to universe level effects, but Beerus, first off, the Dragon Ball Z universe is much larger than the average standard normal universe, which the JoJo universe would qualify as. Beyond that, though, he just is far more overall destructive. Like Beerus can literally wipe out a planet just by tapping his finger. Like that's a level of power even Requiem doesn't have. Requiem's powers are not from straight power. It's not straight power output. It's from the hacks he has. Beerus just wins straight out in scaling. He just scales power output wise way beyond Giorno and Requiem. He's also just, even though Requiem scales into the light speed and even faster than light category, Beerus is billions, trillions, God knows how much times faster than light. So just on that level, he outscales. And existence erasure is a level of power that that even like Giorno doesn't have. He doesn't have existence erasure abilities. But this is all contingent on several things. Like Beerus in theory should be able to just trump Giorno and Gold Requiem. But because of Gold Requiem's return to zero, I'm not even 100% sure reality. We know that things that kind of affect reality affecting abilities, like World Over Heaven, can negate Gold Requiem. We also know that Gold Requiem has the ability to reduce your willpower to zero. So, first of all, Gold Requiem would have to land an actual hit on Beerus. But Beerus may be a very old god. He may be very sure of his power, and he might even be a little arrogant. But Beerus is not stupid. He's an insanely good warrior, and if he senses something's off, he will not stand. He will not. What's the best way to put it? He's not going to f around if he senses something's off. Like, you have a power I'm not familiar with. Interesting. Yeah, so you have the power to negate actions against you. Like, he's analytical too. He'd figure it out, or at least the bare bones of it. And before you ask the question of could he even see the stand, if Beerus is capable of seeing spirits that we know or that can be seen, and add on the fact that he's a god with god level enhanced senses, he can almost certainly sense Gold Requiem. At minimum, he can sense him, probably even see him. So the question simply becomes, does Gold Requiem have a technique to beat Beerus? And kind of, he could theoretically put him in a loop like state, but Gold Requiem's powers only scale up to about a universal-ish level, whereas Beerus scales above that. Even if he did somehow land a shot on Beerus and affect him in some way, Beerus probably would overcome it relatively quickly or be only mildly affected by it. It's simply a scaling issue in this case, where he just scales as a being much higher than Gold Requiem or Giovanni. Beyond that, the only thing I could see happening is Beerus blowing up some of these, or if Beerus gets attacked by, say, creatures that he makes, Beerus kills him and suddenly gets injured. Blowing those up injured me. Well, I guess I'll just have to go right to the source, and then just pops both these guys out of existence. That's the other problem, too. Beerus, if he wants to, can immediately just appear, blast them, and annihilate them. Like, just straight out annihilate them. Hakai! And it would be so fast that, theoretically, Gold Requiem probably doesn't have an immediate counter. This is also assuming that Gold Requiem can't counter Hakai. Because Hakai is just erasure, the only way to overcome Hakai is to match Beerus in power, which, straight out, these guys don't have the power to do. It is existence erasure. So that is a level of... Now, again, Gold Requiem can't even offset, like, time stopping and erasing the universe temporarily kind of stuff. He can override those, but again, we're dealing with a guy who outscales the universe, more or less. So, at least this universe. And he outscales his own universe. He's stronger than his universe. So, I mean, I don't want to call it a smackdown, because Gold Requiem experience is so unique in its hexes that if Beerus is sloppy, which he has occasionally been, admittedly, then there could be an avenue that they get a temp win, but there's no perma win, I think, in this scenario. There's no version of this scenario where Beerus is killed or straight out defeated, because the JoJo universe doesn't scale that high. It just doesn't scale into the as far as I know, it doesn't scale into the multiversal ranges, other universes such and such and such. Whereas Dragon Ball very much does, and Beerus scales above standard universe. He scales into at least their version of multiversal. He can affect multiple universes without a great issue, because if Goku is able to scale to that, as we've seen from different scaling feats, then Beerus, who is still stated to be stronger than Goku, can scale to that. So I would still take Beerus in this fight, and I'm sure I'm going to get people saying, "You don't know JoJo," or "Dude, it's clearly a stop. Beerus wins." I know I'm going to get those people. But anyway, I digress. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Later.